Hi guys, and welcome back to Season 6, Episode 2. Now, transfer deadline day is today. We have let go of a few players. So, Valdea has went on loan to Al Nassr. Naderio has went to Sampdoria for 3.9 mil. Araujo has went for 1.5 to AZ, and Silberia is away to Ghent for 1.6. So we have made a little bit of transfer profit in, but it is leaving the squad rather light, which I'll show you just now. So we only have one goalkeeper, we have one left back, we have three centre backs, which probably could be okay. We only have one right back, so defensively we've only got five players for defence. We are a bit overloaded still in CDM. We have one, two, three, four CDMs, although I am changing Sepa to a centre midfielder. So four DMs. We've got two left midfielders. This guy is transfer listed. He's retiring. We're going to have a look at Garcia. He probably will go as well. He is worth 1.2 mil. So if I can get rid of him, get another million in, that would be ideal. Now we've got our overloading cams as well. We've got four attacking midfielders. So Mirazar might play off the wing. Cabrias might play off the wing as well. I'm not 100% sure. I need to have another good play with these guys and see who is going to stick on. As you can see, we've got a right midfielder there as well. But I think I'm training, right midfield training up for right wing, that's correct. And we have two left wingers and one striker. So we need to bring some people into the club. Now that's what we're going to be doing today. I'll show you the shortlist just now. You'll be able to notice a recurring theme. It's a lot of Brazilians that are on this list. So we need a new goalkeeper, two free agents, both Brazilian, but our goalkeeper is the same just now, so I think I might get a goalkeeper next year. I do want all the players, like you know, to have game faces in our squad. So at the moment we've got Lino, Just, Diaz and Doria. That's it. So we've only got like four. So we need to bring some players in. So as I said, positions we are needing to strengthen is right back. We've got three potential possibilities here, although this guy, free agent, seems like he could be the one. Danilo is 9.5 million. He's just recently moved and won't move again. He could be someone for next season to bring in. And Vitinho is too important for the club. So the only one we really have is this guy here, Gustavo. Centre backs, Paulista and Verissimo, but again, they won't sell them. But I think these guys are going into the last year of their contract. So these are two people for next season we could potentially try and bring in. Left back. Now, you might recognise a few of these faces. They are from former clubs. Aldabasari, they won't sell him, too valuable. But Paulinho has got a 5.2 million release clause. And they probably want about 4.7 for him anyway. So we might trigger Victor Paulinho's release clause and bring him back in as a backup left back. Or we have got Cardenas, who played with us at Santos Laguna, and he's only 850k a week, so we could maybe look for him in the middle of the season. Now, although I did say we were stacked in DM, these are some people that I still might bring in if I need to. If I can clear out a couple of the DMs we don't use, we've got Bruno Ramirez here from Jamshedpur, who's still 68 rated, 30 years old, but he's only valued at 890k. So we could potentially bring this guy back in, maybe a player swap to sort some of the wages out, get him on cheap wages. I think he was only on £750 a week, I'm sure I've seen somewhere. Where did I see it? But yes, so Alan, this is probably a bit much for us, to be honest. I'm just scouting players that are older Brazilians as well that could maybe come back to Brazil to finish off their final seasons in their career. Now, Prieto's a good move, backup DM and left back, and he's only going to be about 2 million. So I enjoyed using him. This guy could come into the squad. Games, 5-star, 5-star. I really enjoyed using him as well. He wasn't in the first team as much, but he just looks kind of good, doesn't he? 5'10", medium. He's got 5-star, 5-star, like we said. Now, everyone knows Paulinho. Paulinho is a free agent, and he just looks kind of good. I don't really know if I want to bring him in, because we are kind of strong in the centre midfield position at the moment, but if you've got the chance to sign Paulinho, I think you sometimes just have to take it. Look at his stats. He could be a good player for us, definitely. Now, Senna was another one, centre midfield. Again, we don't really need him just now. He was just there to have a look at. Coutinho, year left on his contract. This is a guy next year we are definitely going to try and bring to the club. Philip Coutinho as well as Firmino. Roberto Firmino and Coutinho are two of my favourite players in real life that played for Liverpool, and I would like to see them in Brazil to finish their careers off, getting lots of game time and maybe winning another few trophies. So these are two we're going to try and bring in for next year. Now, we tried to loan this guy from Man City, but they would not let us. I think his contract was too short. Yep. Felipe Anderson. Now, this is a guy that can come in, play numerous positions, and he's not even that pricey. So this could be a deal we look to try and get over the line. Lucas Moura as well. He's a bit more expensive, but I think he's down to his last year as well. So these guys have got potential, but this is where we get to the business end. Strikers. Now, we have only got one striker at the club, as you've seen. So, do you know what? I'm going to move on to left wings first, because there's only two left wingers. So, Marcinho is the left winger we had from Kawasaki Frontale. He is Brazilian. He scored, I think, 23 goals for us one season, I believe. I'm sure it was 23 or 28. So, although they won't sell him just now, 1.2 million valuation, this guy could be a good backup to Lino in the less important games. Or Walterson, and they will not let him go. So, strikers it is. We are going to... We'll go through them all with you. So, Brenner, 17 million, too expensive for us. João Pedro was 35, I believe, 30, too expensive. Caio Jorge was 21. So these guys are kind of out the running just now. Renato Junior has a £7.6 million release clause in his contract. Now, he's 22, 6'3", a bit taller than I like to use, but he's got reasonable acceleration and sprint speed. So, if he's tall and fast, he could potentially be okay. This is one we're definitely looking at. Lincoln, striker, right winger, left wing, can play right across the front three. This guy is another one we are going to probably try and bring in. He's valued at £5.5 million. So keep an eye on these two. Safaria was a free agent Brazilian, but I think we can get better out there. So we're probably going to give him a miss just now. We have got Anderson Lopez, striker, centre forward, free agent, 6'1", good sprint speed, good agility, good acceleration, and we have Carlinhos Jr. So my plan is to probably try and bring these two guys in. Free agents, if we can bring both of them in for the first half of the season, we can find out which one we like to use best, and then potentially make a move for Lincoln. So I think that is what I am going to do just now. I'm going to have another little flick through, see how much money we can spend, and see how much money it will cost to bring so many people in. Because like I said, we are strong at the moment. Right back, we should probably try and I think we bring the free agent in at right back, so we have got a little bit of cover there. And I think we try and bring in another two strikers and then see where that leaves us. So, that is the plan at the moment. That is the plan. I'm going to go and do some business just now. You probably see some cuts and edits of maybe the player deals coming in or how much we're offering them, etc. But I'll keep bringing you back in over deadline day and you'll find out what we are doing. So we're offering him 12.5 grand a week with £70,000 after he scores 20 goals. Let's see if he accepts. And he has 12.5k, 70,000, sorry, for goals. So we have brought our first striker into the club. Now, let's bring in Lopez as well, just while we're here. So we're offering Lopez £12,500 a week as well. He wanted an appearance-based bonus, but we're not giving him that. We'll give him a goal-based bonus, but he won't accept. So 12.5k. Can we get the deal over the line? And he will join the club. So 2 new strikers have arrived at Gremio. We have Junior and Lopez. Now, both a lot of pace. The polygons are pretty similar if you look in the middle of the 2 players. Lopez just has that physical 6'3" presence, whereas Junior's a little bit smaller, but we'll see which one we prefer to use. This guy has got no pace at all, so he is going right out the team. Lopez can start, I think. I think Lopez will start, and Junior can go on the bench for Mello. Now, there's a couple of moves so far. Let's go and let's have another look. Let's bring the right back in, I think. I think we try and bring in a right back for now. And what about the goalkeeper? Should we go for a goalkeeper? So this is the boy, right wing back, 5'9". He's, you know what, he's reasonable. He will do a job for us. Let's try and get him into the club. Important. Okay. So what I am doing is I'm giving most of these guys 2-year contracts, because within the 2 years their position in the club could change. So they might be important now, but within 2 years they might be a bench player. So if you go too high on the contracts, then they can become unsettled, right? He wants 14 a week, does it? Let's offer him 12, like the other boys got. 12.5 for free agents, and let's give you a clean sheet bonus of 20 clean sheets, and you can have 50k. How does that sound? He's happy with it. So, a right back has arrived at the club. We now have 2 right backs at the club. I don't know who I am going to start though. Probably the new guy. I probably will bring him in. He looks a little bit faster, a little bit better. So our new right backs in. We have got 2, 3, 6. We now have 6 game faces. It's really just the midfield we now need to sort, and a back line and goalkeeper maybe. Yeah. So that's us for just now. Let's just go through and sim forward a little bit. See if any offers come in. If offers come in for the midfielders, I am likely to sell. So no offers in yet, as such. 7 hours to go. I am going to leave you just now. I'm going to go and have a little quick look around, see if there's anything else I can get over the line maybe, or players that we could maybe try and tempt into the club, or maybe players that I might put up for sale just now, and see if we can get rid of them. So I'll check back in soon, and I'll let you know what's been happening. So an offer has came in from, who's this from? Club Atletico Lanús is interested in purchasing this player. Oh, now is this our striker with absolutely no pace? You know what I'm going to do right now? That's actually worked out pretty well. Let's 2.5 million. You know what? Let's just accept the offer. put it up there. Okay, 2.5 million is perfect. If we can get rid of him, I think we now make moves to bring in... Who should we go for? Will we go for... I think we go for Lincoln. I think we try and bring Lincoln into the squad. He can cover all three positions up front. He should hopefully be within our budget. And I looked at some of these guys as well. I don't know if we went through these actually. Rivaldinho. With a name like that, he's got to be good. Rivaldinho. Wellington Jr. was another one who looked pretty reasonable, to be honest. But I think we can maybe bring in better than a couple of these guys. So Lincoln's going to be the man we're going to put an offer in for. I don't know how much we might have to bid though. His value is 5.5 mil. Let's offer 6. Will we go 6 mil? Offer transfer fee. Let's go 6.5. Let's go 6.5 and see what they say. 7.9 they would like. Okay, right. What about a little bit cheeky 10% sell on clause, because we probably won't be here when we sell them, and we'll give you maybe 6.6. 7.9 with no sell on clause. Okay, I think we can maybe get them down to 7. I'm going to try 7. 7 million. So we can now negotiate with Lincoln directly. Let's negotiate. And let's put him important. Hopefully he takes that. That's good. Will we go for... I think we go for 3 years for this guy. Yeah, 3 years. Because he will be filling in. He will play most games. No release clause. And... wage 19,000 now. Let's go no signing bonus. I don't like giving signing bonuses to players. We will bump you up, however, to 22.5 a week, which will be aligned with some of the higher earners. And you can have, I would give you goal appearances, but you know what? You can have, for 10 appearances, you can have 50k. That's a bonus, and you should sign for that. There he is. So Lincoln has now joined as well. So we have brought in a few players now. Striker came in, striker left, so a striker came in. That's probably how we will be running transfers now. If a player goes, we've got a shortlist there. We can just bring someone in as a straight replacement. So as you can see, we've sold 4 like I showed you, and we have brought in 4 as well. So 3 strikers and a right back. Now, I thought this might happen, and I was potentially going to transfer list him in case it did. Now, PSG are interested in buying him. His market value should be between 32 and 47, so you could negotiate a better deal. Now, with 40 million, we could completely turn this club around, like absolutely completely. We could bring in Felipe Andersons, Lucas Moura's, players along that sort of calibre. We could really turn this round. So I'm going to have a think about this for the next few minutes, and I'm going to shortlist some other players that we could use. See, again, like a Paulinho could probably come in and replace him straight away. Right, I'm going to have a little look, and I'm going to bring you back and let you know what the decision is. So, we tabled an offer for 38 million for Ronaldo Cabrés, and PSG, Mauricio Pochettino, accepted it. Now, can we get the deals over the line? That is the big thing. We need to try and get these 2 deals over the line. There is 5 hours left, and it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be tight to get it over. Now, looking back at Ronaldo Cabrera again, I thought the deal was just too good not to do. He is the best player in the team at the moment, but he's 32. He's going to be 33 this year. To cash in on 30 million odds for a 32-year-old is fantastic business. We can completely revamp the whole team with that kind of money. So, can we get the deal over the line is the last question. And something's happened. We have had a transfer offer for Caravamelio. That's the right back, I believe. Yep, we're going to leave that just now and try not mess up all the paperwork. There's 2 deals we're trying to go over the line here, and with 1 hour to go, it's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. I'm a bit disappointed with that. We have failed to get both deals over the line. They've both broken down. That's a bit frustrating. So, we are 1st of February now. Our season kicks off at the end of April. Yeah, end of April. There is qualifiers in between. So, this has been a longer episode than I expected. So, I'm going to leave this one as a transfer deadline day episode, standalone. And the next episode we will be back for is qualifying for the CONMEBOL Libertadores. So enjoy the game, enjoy your day, and I will see you next time. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.